All right, I see the red light. Welcome to GearHead Square Table, Episode 3. Hello, hello.
Hello, everybody.
Cheers, Gus is back.
Gus?
Glad you're
salud.
recovered.
Drinking tea. What do you
Whatever
got?
you're
Hey.
some coffee,
Medicinal
whatever.
tea.
Medicinal tea, getting the throat taken care of.
I want to start off
Chamomile.
by saying, like the page, please. You know, right down below where you see in the video, hit the like button, like the Facebook page, or YouTube, wherever you're watching it, so you can see when we're doing new stuff and doing new episodes, blah, blah, blah. Share it if you like it. We appreciate it. I want to give a special thanks to the Cloninger family for providing us with this awesome Boss 302 Laguna Seca that's
Beautiful.
sitting right behind me.
Thank you.
Badass car. Yeah, it's sick. So thank you for that. And, well, thanks for the feedback, too. We've gotten a lot of good feedback on the show. I think everyone seems to be enjoying it, so we're going to keep doing it. Today we are starting with our first $2,500 challenge. So everyone has had the homework to find the coolest, all right, this is where it gets gray area, the coolest running, driving car for $2,500 within 100 miles. So we've all found something. And yeah, let's start looking through.
All
So
right.
Neil, hit us with
We'll
who's
get right
up
into
first.
it. I don't remember, but we will find out. It's Gus.
Okay.
Let's keep in
What do
mind
we got
that
here, Gus?
in our remote location, 100 miles is not that much.
No, it's not. You're right.
You
To
can
find
hit-
something cool.
You can hit 4 states within 100 miles.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Tennessee,
You can hit
Virginia,
more than that, yeah.
South Carolina, maybe Georgia. I don't know. I was finding
It's
stuff
close.
out. I was finding stuff pretty far away.
Yeah.
All right, well, tell us about what you found.
I found this beautiful 99 BMW 528i. This is a business edition of luxury.
Business edition.
What does it mean, need some TLC?
It needs some,
Need some
Everything.
armor all.
you know.
Well, you know what's really funny? Your ad
Wipe
says
new.
runs and drives, just like my ad says runs and drives.
Hey,
Ran with
It's
Paul.
That's always a sketchy,
That's a key,
like,
yeah, like,
that's like, runs and drives. Why are you telling me
well,
that?
here,
Did
there's-
it not run and drive recently?
$1,500. Look at the beautiful BBS wheels.
That is a really
y-
nice wheel.
You're paying for the wheels.
Are those
Getting
really
the car for free.
BBS wheels?
I bet.
They are.
Huh.
I wonder what those do go for.
And I think
a
those are
little bit
two-piece as well. Yeah, I mean, those wheels are hot.
That is a classic
Yeah.
design car, beautiful
Yeah.
car. I mean,
But
my favorite
why-
BMW of all time is probably E39 M5.
Beautiful
And
car.
I think it's a beautiful, beautiful.
And
Why
I-
is the picture just of the front driver fender?
It's a little pickable, you know what I mean? It's like,
Okay,
hey,
well, here's the other picture.
oof,
Here's
my
another,
goodness.
also little, it's a great
Sunset.
sunset
It's
photo.
owned
It
by an
is.
artist.
It is.
It's owned by an artist. You know it's well taken care of.
The car doesn't want to take away from the whole picture, you know? It's
it
there.
blends into the surroundings.
Do you notice it? I do. I even can see the. I even see is the sunroof a little popped open? I don't know. Maybe I'm just
maybe
imagining that, but it
It's
looking
a nice
good.
car. It appears to be straight. I mean,
It does. And
how much?
The
$1,500 bucks?
$1,500,
That
dude.
doesn't make any sense.
That just makes me wonder kind of TLC we're
Dude,
talking
the
here.
passenger side is smashed in for sure.
235.
Good.
235. I mean, it's barely broken in for a BMW 235,000 miles.
Auto training, yeah,
Means
that auto training's probably got
TLC.
another 235 in it for sure.
235
sure.
miles. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
235 miles.
I don't know.
I love
you're-
BMWs. I mean, I had an E36 M3. I love that car. I have a soft spot for this generation BMWs, but I am scared of them a little
It's
bit.
not a, that's not
I
something.
wouldn't want to rely on it.
Yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
DD. Well,
No.
it could be if you have a parts
The
one
cooling system on those.
part
Yes.
next to it.
Yeah, if you're a BMW tech, maybe.
Right.
Exactly.
All right. Well, yeah. So I forgot to mention too that we're gonna make our best attempt to pick a winner
Beautiful.
out of all these
I'd be
cars.
so
All right, thank you,
happy
guys.
with your
Appreciate
picture of
it.
The interior.
I like your pick, Gus.
All right, we got Charlie up next.
Boom.
So
That
what is a
little thing.
wooling?
Yeah, what is a
Is that
wooling?
I'm not
Chinese?
sure what a wooling
must
is.
be-
That's probably why it's on the cheaper
And where's
end.
Lawrenceburg?
There's a lot.
It's probably the only one that
Where
It's
is
only
Yeah.
got
Lawrenceburg?
16 kilometers.
I want
on it?
to check.
Yeah,
It's in the
hang on.
I want to check the
Craigslist.
mileage
Wait,
here.
yeah, 16 kilometers, and it's a 99. That
Fresh
means they
motor,
drove
man.
it less than a kilometer per year.
And why is it on a
duh.
trailer? When I see a for
Because
sale ad,
you can't go more than 50 miles an hour, and it came from like Kentucky.
Dude, 50 would be really sketchy in that thing.
I know. That's
I
why
think
it's on a
30
trailer.
would be sketchy in that thing.
I'm
But those
always
things are sweet, man.
yeah. It's a red flag for me. Anytime
I
you see
read-
it for some for sales on a trailer.
I saw the rest of this ad earlier. Yeah, look, it says NC
I'm in the
plated.
same agreement, but I also know like we're at a 4-speed, 4-banger,
Yeah.
50 miles an hour.
Two-wheel drive.
It's cool.
If you're trying to go on the interstate, it's not happening.
It's cool, but it brings back memories. I could never own something like that because of a certain someone I know that drove something like that, and I never want to be associated.
Shout out to
Yeah.
JM.
Yeah.
Now, mini trucks like this, I think you can probably find ones that aren't super sketchy for $2,500.
No, it's hard to do that. That's what I'm saying. This is a 2-wheel drive one, so maybe you could find one for
Because
2
they
they
have
make
a
it- they make
four-wheel
it four-wheel drive?
diesel.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
That's
And-
what,
Dump
that's,
beds.
dude,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
that's-
saying.
that's
They're
fucking cool.
less than 5
Oh, yeah.
grand 4-wheel drive.
And you mentioned this one is
Straight
right-hand drive as well.
Right-hand drive.
But,
There's
you
a
know,
guy who has a little minivan. I think it's
Oh,
a Honda. Have you seen
remember
that
we
thing?
saw those
Mhm.
2 slides?
Yeah, dual sliders.
Dude,
Oh,
that
man.
flatbed,
But
I think it looks
you
dope.
can only get it tagged if you live in like Florida or Arizona.
No. What?
That's true. Like, I don't think you can get it. I don't know. We'd
It's
have
a
to
question mark. It's a question mark.
It's a
Which
gray
one?
area.
Depends on how nice.
The JDM stuff?
Yeah.
I
Well,
think the 25
I
years
think
of older, no?
those things specifically,
Well,
those
even
mini
then,
trucks, mini.
yeah, they
Yeah, it's
never
probably a
met
little
the
tougher, but I
crash
mean, I
safety
bet-
or emissions.
Probably not.
But like a lot of places, like they have golf cart rules.
Yeah.
So if you can put a golf cart
If
in
you lived on
city
an
limits
island
or
in South
town
Carolina,
limits, yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
All right. It's a contender.
I mean, that's a
All right,
heavy.
so what's the price? 1850. The ad's a little sketchy too, though. But we'll.
We need to check the mileage. We'll need to see if we're within the 100 miles.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, I've never heard of
Lawrenceburg.
that. All right,
Lawrenceburg.
this
All
is
right.
mine.
Scam.
I'm gonna admit that I think this is a scam, but I saw it and it's definitely my pick. I mean, $2,100 for a
Dude.
96 SS Impala.
Oh.
That is
Oh,
never,
41
never
X.
abuse.
Oh man, it popped
I'm
up.
pretty sure he left
40,000
the
miles.
0 off,
Dude,
man.
never abused,
Yeah.
never
There's
wrecked.
definitely
Never is the
Yeah.
code word or
Yeah,
whatever.
never.
left
is in
the 0
quotes.
off.
I mean, there
You-
were 3 picks. I mean, I think Craigslist
Dude,
is a little scammier than
honestly,
Facebook
I wouldn't be.
Marketplace.
If somebody
Yeah.
told me one of those cars went for 21K, I would not be surprised. That is a solid
Well,
platform.
we need to ask John.
It's gaining a lot of traction.
Because a buddy of ours,
He's
a
got a
local
clean one.
parts guy, he has a super nice one.
His isn't even that nice.
That's
though.
low
Sorry,
mileage,
John.
and I think I don't know. We would need to ask. If I were actually contemplating buying this, I would definitely go through him and be like, "Do what do you think?"
Yeah, and
Well, and just
gray
because you
area
would
of
be
the
asking
rules.
21, I mean.
I see these as a
Take
popular
12.
car. I think this car
With
is
41,000
aged
miles.
I agree.
That's the
It's
thing.
aged well.
41,000.
It's a classic that
SS.
back in the day, every redneck around bowed down to this car. It was,
Yeah, they were
I don't
hot.
know about that. I think they were more underrated back in. I mean, especially after they'd been out a handful of years, nobody wanted one.
sure they
driving a
did.
boat.
Yeah, everybody wanted one.
I think so. The SS, they were desirable
Especially
always.
the wagon. You
Yeah.
could get a Caprice wagon
It's a
with
badass
the
car.
LT1.
I mean, it's a cool car.
I'd take a wagon.
Is
I'd
this
take
a
wagon over the
scam? I don't
sedan.
know.
I know.
Hopefully, you
It is a
guys don't
scam.
judge
It's a
me
scam.
for it being a contender.
We won't.
All
I
right.
mean,
What's
That's
next?
Chris's. We'll see what we got next. All right. This is mine.
This is
And it is also gray on the rules. We
You
all
are-
did a really bad job here. But I just want to point out, it says
thought we were
runs and drives in the ad. It says golf course tractor, whatever that means.
but there's
built
no
by
way that thing's
Ford.
street legal.
Well, I bet it's got a VIN.
I mean,
there's no
it's
way.
a dual
It's
lead.
as street legal as Charlie's. It's at least as street legal as Charlie's. And you put farm truck tags on it.
I
Farm truck.
disagree.
Yeah.
Is there anything made by Toro that's street legal? Ever?
Right.
Probably.
Have they ever made a street legal
Maybe.
vehicle?
No, it's made by Ford. Look, Toro by Ford. Look, it's got a 9-inch. Perfect segue.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of.
It's got a 9-inch with inverted leaf springs, whatever those
Yeah,
are doing.
so does baby tractors.
And it's a manual dump bed.
four-wheelers.
Look, there's
at
a
the battery.
driver's
New
seat
battery.
and a shifter. That's a new battery.
Out
automatic
of meter
gauges.
gauges.
Good gauges.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So you know if
it's cool. I think it's cool,
Look,
but
but
what
so-
motor is that?
It's. At first, I thought it was going to be the 300 or the 240 straight six,
Maybe a
but it's not.
258.
Like a 188
Because
maybe,
the-
like a
The
Falcon.
intake and exhaust are
Yeah.
on the wrong side.
That's right. So it's like a Falcon motor probably.
It must be. But
know,
look, it's
like
been
a-
Well, we're
upgraded
talking
to
about
12
from like
volt.
the 50s.
Yeah,
been
like
upgraded.
3.6
Quality
liter.
wiring. I
Yeah.
see lots of high-end wiring.
Yeah, a single barrel. That's probably
Yeah.
a Weber at least, maybe an Offenhauser. Nobody
Yeah.
knows. Maybe he's got dual offies on
Always
it.
full bowl.
Look, I mean, those tires in the back
I mean,
have
look at
some
this
tread
thing.
left.
Look at the
Yeah.
step on the
All
side.
right. I'm gonna disqualify it in my own.
I
front end.
agree with
think
you.
it's- Yeah.
Neil is out.
There's no
He
way.
said Neil's out.
You had a scam.
I mean-
Yours only had 2 pictures from the front
Hey.
to the corner, and Charlie's was also not.
He's
street
out
legal.
too. He's over
We don't
100
know
miles.
that, so obviously the truck wins. Baby mini truck.
I don't know. The baby mini truck is questionable.
I mean,
this is
the
a tough
seat on that.
decision.
Honestly,
seat, the
Gus
wrapper.
is
Let's
the
put it like
only
this.
one.
Let's put it like this. If that Impala is $2,100, you're fucking buying it as soon as the show's over. I'm gonna call the people.
Somebody else already.
If
bought
what?
If that Impala is $2,100
Uh-huh.
and
It's legit?
and it's legit, I'm gonna call them and you're
All right.
gonna fucking buy it.
All right,
You
I'll
have
buy
to.
it. I'll buy it.
Look,
That just listed,
I
guys.
scrolled back. 'cause
All right,
I
well,
got-
listen to this scenario. So this car, at $1,500, it's $1,000 under.
Dude.
Could you take this car to a good mechanic and put another
And get the
grand
TLC
into
Look,
it?
taken
and it
care
even
of.
said it runs and drives. Even if the passenger side is caved in, it's a pretty cool car from the driver's side, and none of the rest of
They are.
us.
It's very odd, the pictures he chose.
It
Or she
is.
chose.
There was a third picture of just the.
But
hood
who do you
emblem.
think
I
he
hope-
drives that car? You know.
I hope that this
All right,
third mini
assuming
picture
that this
comes
this is
through.
more, let's just say let's say this is a scam and Chris is a scam. This is a little more reasonable
I don't
or
think this is a
realistic.
scam.
All right, yeah, but that's what
I
I'm
just
saying.
think it needs
than
like
his.
wheel bearings and brakes
It
and
probably
a
needs
tranny.
it probably
and-
needs 5K worth of work to it.
Yeah, right. Easy.
That's
Maybe
the
not.
TLC. But maybe
would-
not. But
Maybe
yes.
not.
We don't
But
know that.
That's the wild card.
At
Hey.
$1,500, you're like,
But exists.
is it a mechanic special? Yes. Can you do all the work? It makes sense. Do you have
It's
to
a
send
BMW Master Tech special,
Exactly.
bro.
So you have to send it
Maybe
somewhere?
not though, but we've talked about this before. Where with the internet these days, you can buy obscure cars that are strange and hard to work on, and you can with a simple check of a couple forums, you can figure out how to fix pretty much anything. You put in
go
your
to YouTube
I'm telling you right
Yeah.
now.
and figure out
you put in your
anything.
problems, and I guarantee you're not the first one to have that problem.
I think this ad reads honesty to me. 99, 520 AI,
The miles.
235K, he's straight up. Then it's lots of new parts. It needs some TLC, understandable.
Well,
1,500
lots of new
bucks.
parts is also scary because it means they had a problem. They were throwing parts at it and couldn't
They
figure
gave
it
up.
out.
They're like, all right,
and
I'm
they're
done.
like,
Well,
I just can't
I
fucking
mean,
do this anymore.
negative Neil over here. I mean, everything you see, everything you see in the negative side. To me, it's like great. Lots of new parts.
Yeah, I
it's
know
like
where to
Christmas.
start.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
It comes
What
to
didn't you replace yet, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I know where to start.
And then he's like, hey, car runs, it drives with no
Yeah.
issues.
I mean, yeah.
Take
And
a
the
chance.
thing is, too,
You
like
can.
my aunt had the
True
same
that.
car.
For the money, I'd probably get
I
this.
got to
over.
vote
50
Gus
has.
in the
Yeah.
$2,500
All right.
challenge.
My aunt had the same car, and I helped her sell it to a buddy of mine. And the Blue Book value isn't very good on these cars.
No, it's not. I used to have it. My first was a 540, and I paid for it. It was a 98, and I think I paid like $3,400, and it had 130,000 miles, and it was awesome. 6-speed, really,
was a
really
6-speed,
torquey,
yeah.
cool.
So the fear of
So-
BMWs drives the price down.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Most
That's it.
people with anything new are like, oh, it's 100.
I mean, I
over
think
100,000?
all right. I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna because I think mine's a scam. And because
I think Gus
I don't
wins.
want Charlie to call and force me to buy it. 'Cause I really don't want another
I
car.
was going to call right now.
I'm still
Here,
gonna
look.
call.
Yeah, he's on a call regardless.
$2,100
Here,
just
let's
like-
quote the number.
Okay. All right. All right.
Bring a trade.
I mean, that's a
sure.
badass car.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
it's
bro.
$2,100 if it's
If
$2,100,
it's
I'll buy
$2,100,
it.
you have to fucking buy it.
There's
I'll buy it.
no way
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
$2,100.
But still,
There's no way.
now we have
And
to
look,
find
is
out.
this actual Craigslist? Dude, here's how I can
If
guarantee
it's actual-
you
if
this
it's
is a scam. It's on actual Craigslist. It's winter here on the East Coast, y'all. Those trees would not be in bloom. When did they take these pictures? Last spring?
I don't know
Is
that.
it Asheville? I mean, yeah, it was on Asheville.
It was
but
on actual
yeah, I
Craigslist.
don't
These
know.
pictures must have been taken.
Bro, there's green out here everywhere. We've been getting
Dude.
tricked for left and right for the last 3 or 4 weeks.
You
That's
are
not a winter
tripping.
picture.
You
That's
are
not a
tripping.
winter picture.
Bro, I can go down the hill and there is dogwoods blooming as far as I can see.
Dogwoods are the first thing to bloom every
Still,
spring.
I'm just saying.
All right, we're not going to get into a horticulture debate.
Okay.
All right, so what's next? How are we doing on time, Prony? Oh, that's it? Great.
Beautiful.
All right, cool. So now, our next subject is
Excuse me.
family car stories gone
Oh
bad.
man, Fitito.
So, we've all had, as I grew up in a family of no gearheads.
Poor
Nobody in my
automotive
car, my family, was into cars. Hey, knowledge of cars, nothing. My parents didn't even change oil in cars until I figured out that they were supposed to change oil in the cars. So,
How old were you when this happened?
I don't know, maybe like 11, 12, I don't know.
It
So,
was like syrup.
so the first time, I've been obsessed with cars, since my earliest memories are all cars. So it's been a constant in my life. And the first time I got to be involved with a car purchase for my family. It was for my dad. I was just like, I was just ecstatic. I mean, I read every magazine I could. I memorized stuff. I mean, I knew everything. So my dad needed a new car. And
What year was
sorry,
this?
I'm sniffly. This is, oh man, I was probably 15. So I don't even know. I can't do the math.
1950.
So we get involved in this. Now we lived out in kind of in the country. We needed a truck. There was one thing we always needed. We needed 4-wheel drive. The family, every time it snowed, where we were always stuck at home, and I was like, we gotta have 4-wheel drive. We gotta have 4-wheel drive. That's one of the reasons I'm obsessed with 4-wheel drives. So my dad and I went car shopping,
Makes
and
sense.
I picked out what I thought was the perfect vehicle for the family, for him. It was a Mazda pickup, 4-wheel drive, extended cab, black. It was the last year of the actual Mazda trucks before they became Fords.
Yeah.
And it was. I remember it was a $10,000. I remember everything about this truck. It's in my mind, burned in my mind. So we made the decision, and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna get this truck." So I was so excited that the day he went to go get the truck, we're like sitting on the porch waiting for him to come home, and we're just sitting there waiting and waiting. And we're like, "Oh, all right, he's home, he's cool. Here's a truck." And then up comes the driveway, is my dad, and he's in a '89 blue Camaro T-top V6. My jaw hit the
Automatic.
floor. It was actually a 5-speed.
5-speed V6.
I was just like, what the fuck
89.
is
That's
this?
that's a third gen.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe
Yeah.
that's where your love of third gen Camaros comes from.
I wouldn't say that I have a love for third-gen Camaros. I was so blown away and shocked and disappointed because, first of all, I was known, when growing up around here, it was always the Ford versus Chevy. Everybody's like, are you a Ford guy or a Chevy guy? With kids and NASCAR and all that shit. And I was always a Ford guy. I grew up in New York, like 2 blocks from a Ford dealership. I always loved Fords. And here comes my dad in an '89 Camaro V6.
T-tops.
T-tops.
Blue.
And
Was
I
it
was
blue
just
or
like,
like
Two-wheel
teal?
drive.
it was that weird like
Yeah.
teal
It's
blue.
like
it was
teal, bro.
it was an
Yeah,
'89.
It's teal.
I was
Was
the
interior
shocked.
teal also?
No, it was gray cloth.
Oh, you got lucky there. Could have been like
Good
red.
combo.
So I was just so disappointed and just like I was like, how did this even happen? Like you went to go buy a truck. He didn't even not only the Camaro was at the same dealership. He went to a different dealership.
Oh, God,
on
really?
this car. I was like, how the fuck did this happen? Like I was so embarrassed.
Yeah.
And I was just blown away.
What a change.
How
I wound
long
up
did the
kinda
Camaro
liking the
last?
car a little
Did
bit.
you guys have it forever?
We had it forever. My dad drove it forever, and then my Gary went up driving it until he got rear-ended. And
What
it
would you
just,
get,
like,
son? This
Huh?
truck.
Yeah, I picked out this
I wouldn't.
awesome
I
truck.
want to get this Camaro.
Yeah. So that's my story. I mean, I haven't had many since then because that kind of changed my tone, and I was like, all right, like I'm gonna be a little more forceful.
This
in
story just
vehicle.
helped me understand you that much more, and the 4-wheel drive obsession and everything else. How that would represent freedom to you.
It did.
You know?
It did.
It
Well,
does,
when the
though.
blizzard, was here, and we were stuck in my house for like a week,
93.
and I was like, I gotta have 4-wheel drive. That's when I became obsessed with 4-wheel drives. I was like, I don't want to be stuck here.
Yeah.
So
No
that's why you
doubt.
bought that Taurus, right?
No, I didn't have a 4-wheel drive until my 4th or 5th vehicle. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was 19 when I bought my first 4-wheel drive.
Nice.
Well, so Charlie's got a pretty good poor family automotive decision story too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a toss-up between like my first vehicle, like letting it go, and how poor that automotive decision was.
Oh, you personally made a poor automotive
Oh, I
decision.
did. Oh yeah, just
We all have.
whatever. Like one of many, obviously.
Mm.
But no.
I made 0 poor automotive decisions.
Yeah.
Well, all right, save that.
No, my brother owned, I have to say like a 98, 99 Chevrolet S10.
So pretty late model though, like kind of the much more curved body.
Yeah, it
wasn't
was
a square
it
body
wasn't a
style.
square body. It was,
Yeah.
4.3.
The extreme.
Interior was nice. Exterior was nice. It was a solid truck, except for it was bagged, and we didn't know shit about lowriders or bags. My first vehicle was a CJ7. And
Yeah,
then-
it doesn't get simpler than
and
that.
then he
Leaf
had-
springs.
My father had a Isuzu Trooper, so like we're 4-wheel drive, and then here we are with a bagged lowrider, and we don't
Bagged
know.
S10.
Yeah, it's just we
Because
wanted.
all
some-
those kits, they were all like kits. You
yeah,
get like a kit
yeah.
to bag
So
in.
this
and-
thing
Did you
leaked
buy
from
kits or
every
was it
orifice.
redneck?
Oh, we bought it like that. So we bought it like just needed
Bought it bagged.
just need to figure out the leak and like you're good, bro. It's like, oh yeah, is that
Few
it?
issues, need
Yeah.
some TLC.
Need some
This thing
Teflon
stays
tape.
parked-
$2,500.
Never
They stayed
abused.
parked for
Yeah.
years.
Never abused.
I would say, like never got anything, never left the driveway. And
Oh,
then,
really?
Yeah,
Sat
then
in the
lost
driveway?
money on it. Yeah, and so it was just one of those things where it was just like, what the fuck, man? Like we didn't know shit about it.
Did he buy it because he
We
like
didn't fit-
wanted it, or
Yes,
he-
it was
he
like a pure,
he
just
was
like,
man,
like
I want it
impulse, like,
back.
oh, I
That's
want
cool.
something with
Dude,
bags.
so
full.
low.
That's like, yeah, and then just couldn't figure
It's
it
a
out.
buyer for everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things where you just need to put it on a lift, rip everything apart, figure it out, or put new on, and then go about it. And we were in the driveway doing that kind of shit. So
Yeah.
it was just like,
What
probably
year
learned.
was that?
oh God, I don't know. I'd say, I mean, he was still in high school, so 2002-ish, 3, 4-ish.
So I mean, that was almost before.
And that's
like,
when like, that
internet
craze
forums
was,
were
though, you know.
blowing up,
Yeah,
too, though.
Honda Accord,
Yeah.
Civics,
I
everything
mean,
was getting
YouTube, I'm
bags,
sure,
and you know,
existed.
Yeah.
teens and 20s were like the thing. You know, I mean, it was when all that was like cool and stuff. So, and then he went from that to like a '78 Ford Bronco.
Huh.
With like straight pipes on it that shot flames out of it. So it was like
302?
Glass backs.
Yeah, one extreme to the other.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Glass back.
coming out the side. Yeah, one extreme
351
to the
M
other.
motor.
Yeah. Oh, it was a, no.
I bet it had a
was
Thrush
winter,
sticker on the
actually.
back.
Was it?
Yeah.
Huh.
But I don't think it was a 78, 79. Maybe it was a square body. So maybe it was like an 80 or something
80
like that.
something.
But yeah.
All
I
right.
like those.
Gus,
Gus, what you
family
got?
story.
My uncle, back in South America, he was really, really stoked about this vehicle. He found this economical vehicle that was going to be amazing to get around the city. It's called a Fiat 600. 600
So we have a
cc
picture
motor.
of it because here, us Americans probably aren't very familiar with
Is
this
this
car.
the car?
That is the same car. It's not the actual car,
not
but
the
it's the
actual car,
same
but the
car,
same car.
same color.
Same color.
Yes. Same everything.
Carolina
same,
blue.
Yes, Carolina blue.
Carolina blue.
Celeste, which is also the Uruguayan flag team and
See, I
soccer
would
team.
probably say
Oh,
this
it
is
is?
Italian blue, not Carolina.
Hey, it is Italian
Yeah.
blue. Italiano.
Ah, mamma mia.
But this thing was ridiculous. He showed up to show us the car, and my uncle was a big dude, you know? We're talking about 6'2", 6'3", like 280.
So at
Well,
this
your-
point, how
your
old
buddy-
were you,
your
and were
buddy
you,
was a big
were you
dude.
disappointed?
I was extremely disappointed. I went on that car to Argentina. It's like a 6-hour drive. It took us like 15 on that thing. It's like, it doesn't even move.
Oh, is it air cooled?
This one
Yeah,
has
it's
a
air cooled.
It's air. Oh, is it rear engine?
Yeah, rear
Oh
engine.
my God.
Dude,
That's kind of
Bug.
cool, though.
it is cool, but it just
What, it make like
struggles
18
so much.
horsepower or something?
Shifting
Possibly.
constantly.
Shifting, it doesn't
600
move. I mean,
cc's,
you,
yeah.
you put 400 or 500 pounds inside of it, and it's like,
Yeah, you put
you
4
know,
people in there.
yeah,
you're not gonna do
forget it.
Huh.
But he loved it. He loved that thing. He had it forever. Worked on it, and it was part of the family, you know. Totally unexpected decision. Nobody understood why would he do this.
What would have?
So you aren't the only one who disapproved. You were just like, what are you doing?
Nobody could fit in it. It was like a clown car. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna get in it. Okay, how we do this? You know, let's go.
It's like buying a bug.
That's what the
What-
roof rack's for.
It's like-
What should he have bought? Like, what would have the good choice?
I mean,
have been?
he for you to have an idea, how he was a forklift operator on the piers, you know, unloading big
Yeah.
boats.
Yeah.
This rough dude, you know, like
Longshoresman, yeah.
you'll never imagine him coming out of this car. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. How long did he
Cra-
have it?
He had it forever. I mean, I probably remember memories on a Fitito. We call it Fitito, which means little
Little
Fiat.
Fiat, yeah, Petito.
Probably since I was about 9, all the way till I was, grown. I mean,
Wow.
he had it forever.
But there's not a lot of car culture down there, is there? You guys are very limited on what he could have had.
Typically, mostly is European. So
Yeah.
you got, Renault, Peugeot, Fiat,
Yeah.
Citroen,
Yeah.
and then you got some American
But
cars.
he could have gotten like a sedan, a full-size sedan.
He could have got something else for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, but his choices were always particular. The second vehicle he purchased after this one was like what Charlie picked up off of Craigslist,
Yeah.
but closed. It's like a minivan.
Yeah.
Those
yeah,
minivans
yeah.
are awesome.
You know?
Micro vans, key vans they call them, I
Yeah.
think. Those
Yeah.
key vans are dope.
They call it soap holders in Uruguay. Jaboneras, because it looks like a soap
Is
holder.
that how it translates? That's too
Yeah,
funny.
jabonera.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That is funny.
It's so funny how as kids we get so excited about certain things. And Neil, I love talking about Neil's dad's automotive decisions.
I had a few stories, but getting excited is one. So at one point, my dad needed a new vehicle to commute in, and we had at the time we had a van, I think, that we pulled the trailer and everything with, and my dad just needed something to commute in. But he was looking for a truck he could run, the trash to the dump with, and he and our neighbor, they went down to the car lot, and there was this Tacoma. I don't remember what year this was. There was like an early 2000s Tacoma, 4-wheel drive, 5-speed V6, and it had crank windows, but it was just, it had manual locking hubs, whatever the last year of those were. Yeah. And just a good solid truck. Maybe. Just a good solid truck. And he came back and told the family about it. And I was like, dude, Tacoma. Like, at this point, I was like, Tacomas. I mean, it's like the last truck you ever buy. Like, you get buried in that truck.
Yeah.
And he goes down to buy it. Like, your dad. Okay, see you, Dad, when you get back in the taco. And he comes back, and actually the neighbor had bought the taco, and my dad comes back in a straight base model Dodge Dakota. And I didn't know they were still making like crank windows and manual locks. It just had a radio, no CD player or auxiliary plug-in or anything. I mean, this must have been 2005 or 2006 at this point. I mean, everybody had a smartphone at this point, and that truck had the small V6, 2-wheel drive, crank windows, base everything. And I was so disappointed. And it was brand new. It had like 0 miles on it. And the first thing I did was like went out and tried to do a burnout. And like it wouldn't even spin the tires.
It was a V6?
It was a V6. I was so disappointed. But
I'm surprised that's your...
Dude, we had 100...
what your dad drives currently is more disappointing.
We had over 150,000 trouble-free miles out of that truck. Changed the oil, put tires on. That's all we did. And my 2 little brothers learned to drive in that truck, a.k.a. beat the shit out of it too. They wrecked it twice. My dad put 2 front bumpers on it before he was like, I'm not fucking doing that again. Like, that's just a waste of money. Because it's this big plastic bumper.
Who's beating them more?
I don't know. Big plastic bumper. And so my dad was like, never again. Yeah. Currently, my dad drives a Chrysler 200 hardtop convertible, which has 300 horsepower, but you would never know. And,
Michael Scott. Go away.
We're closed.
Jesus.
Super
Bro, will you go
insistent.
check and see? They put it on a good camera angle and go yell at whoever that is beating on the door.
Yeah.
We're shooting a TV show.
Is the building on fire?
God.
Who is it?
Someone's gonna get in trouble.
Somebody's about to get.
So yeah, I think we all have.
Someone took it.
All our
Figure out why
families have
Chrome
a
is-
series of poor automotive decisions.
Yeah, it's been. Yeah. Since then, I've been in charge of all decisions, so I'm confident.
Well, that's the flip side. My dad makes awesome automotive decisions buying my mom cars. She's had a series of just like awesome, reliable, dope cars.
Like?
Mostly Volvo, the XC series, 70s and 90s.
Nice.
2 or 3 of them.
All right, let's move on. All excellent stories.
Beautiful.
We're moving on to love-hate. Everyone's favorite point.
All right, well,
The GearHead Square Table episode.
This is my hate, and I'm sure there's going to be
This
a
thing's
lot,
all over the
I'm
off-road
a lot of
confused
community.
people
because
out
I
here
like-
that are like, oh my God, why do you hate it? I love this thing so much. I'm gonna tell
So
you
this
exactly-
is, say what it is. It's Mahindra. This is
we have a
their
model?
new, I forgot the name of it already.
We don't have a model.
It has a
Sorry,
name, but I forgot.
terrible at
Yeah,
that,
we
yeah.
should have done more research.
Exactly.
Somehow they're grandfathered in to be able to build these, which are basically,
Are we sure?
yeah, they are, because
are
they
these
had
things
they
manufactured
had
at?
somehow they had a contract
For
to
like
build like
75
CJ2As. Yeah, we're going back that far. Yeah.
This is a CJ7 with a different grill on it. I mean, that's exactly what it is. And
Oh, yeah, for
and you'll,
sure.
and you'll
Look
see,
at the
With
suspension,
with
it's
the
all-
cutouts and everything for these fender
you'll
lights?
just remember
Yeah.
that right
That
there for the
is
next.
CJ7?
It's got
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
So
Watch.
this has been all over
And
the
passenger side drop, everything.
Watch.
Everything's same.
all over
Spring
the
lenders.
Yes.
social media. They just launched this thing. They're building them here in U.S. in
Well,
Detroit.
it's confusing because this is a graphic rendering, right? I mean, this isn't.
That's a real deal, I think.
It doesn't look like a picture of the actual vehicle to me.
By
So
the
it's
way-
a diesel. They're building these to basically to play to compete with side by sides.
Okay.
And so that's my thing. You're building this to compete with side-by-sides. People have diesel blinders on because you've got a tractor motor that's diesel. That's awesome, but it goes 45 miles an hour. You can't put it on the street. It's not street legal. So when I think about
Could in some
spending,
states.
Florida and Arizona.
when I think about
think
spending
Utah, too,
$16,000 on a CJ7, I'm not going to buy this.
You can buy one that you could.
I can
just
buy
drive on
one
the
that I
street.
will love that actually makes sense to buy. That's actually going to gain value because this piece of shit's not, and it's going to fall apart because it's a piece of shit.
But it's
And
all
then on top of that,
Mahindra, dude, time out.
All right.
Mahindra makes excellent equipment. They've been a heavy equipment and
I
light duty
understand
equipment
Mahindra
manufacturer
versus
for
like
decades.
Yeah, but we're talking
They're
about.
up there with Yanmar and Fuji Heavy Industries. I mean, they've been making
That's cool.
tractors.
I'm not gonna
forever.
buy a Mahindra over like a Kubota. So like we're not.
I mean, really, I mean that's
I'm
like saying
saying
you
I'm
won't buy a
not-
Honda or a Toyota, though. I mean, it's like they're
Nah,
both.
it's not even close, man.
Well, they're going after the side-by-side market.
Exactly.
I think it's an
I would buy
interesting.
side by
I
side
gotta
before I
argue
buy
that
this.
too.
They're
This
not
is
gonna get
solid
my
axle
$100
front and
bills.
rear. I mean, this is not a side by side.
I'm saying, like, side by side's a small
Where
buggy.
did we hear they're going after a side by side market though? Because
Well,
this is
that's
not
what
a
it is.
side by
It's a
side
UTV.
competitor.
Yeah,
It
it's
is,
a
it
UTV.
is.
There was no.
It seems more like like the old school UTVs, like the what were the original
Gators.
mules?
All
yeah.
right, let's dispute
More of
all
a piece
that.
of farm equipment.
What
it's
I'm
not
saying
it's
is
not something it's not a turbo racer.
You're paying to say that you have a diesel motor in a vehicle. That's all that you're literally paying for. Because for this, you could get let's just say go on Craigslist right now for $3,500. Find a CJ7 with an inline 6 on it in it, and be set.
But this
Be
is all.
set.
But it's
A
new,
like they went-
reliable.
CJ6 for $3,500 is going to be rusted out.
CJ7. No, it's not. Oh my God.
Are they
It's
going
gonna
for
have
that
a
Ford
carburetor
Model
motor
T
that
look
no one
though
knows
with
how to
it?
work on. It's going to have points ignition.
So it's basically,
it's not gonna have
I think what it
points
is.
ignition.
This is my,
Jesus Christ.
what I've seen. It's basically like a kind of like a CJ2A, like my Jeep, my Willis, but with a more modern
It's a
body.
retro mod.
It looks like
I
a
think there's a huge
CJ7.
market for these. I bet they could sell them.
The problem is most of the U.S. you can't put a tag on them.
Right.
I don't think that's gonna be an issue.
But look at the side-by-side market.
Look
I-
at, and especially
That's what they're going after. The side-by-side market.
And I mean, even somebody.
I think
even,
it's stupid.
Even
I would
somebody-
rather have a traditional side-by-side.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
because that's a
you're,
buggy.
you're thinking about going out and raising hell.
Yeah.
But if you need something to get around the farm that isn't your F-250, then that's
Why
all
spend
day.
$16K when you can spend a
Because
third
it's
of that?
brand new, it's
Fuck
direct
that.
injected diesel, it's got a warranty, and it can get
Oh my
manufactured.
And it's
God.
low. You don't have to worry about any problems with speeding, tickets. None of that.
It's
That's true.
proven.
I mean, if you're looking for
It
safety-
It makes no
45.
sense to me.
Proven.
It makes no sense
I
to
look
me.
at
Yeah.
it. It looks like a
It
It makes
Model
no
T
sense
a
for
little
your
bit.
lifestyle. I'm saying there's a
No,
market
it doesn't.
for it.
There's a small market for it.
Now, to be fair,
I don't
Mahindra has
think-
been trying to break into the U.S. small vehicle market for I feel like a decade now, and
In
they
trucks.
haven't been able to.
Apparently
do it.
they're doing a headquarters not far from us.
You know what I
The
think?
US headquarters.
I think he actually loves this.
I get that feeling too. And so, listen, that transitions us into
mean-
Charlie's love. All right,
Okay,
we gotta stop
let's
hating on
see.
this thing.
Yeah.
Charlie's love,
The
coincidentally,
real
Equal.
CJ7.
Same thing.
is that what you're hung up on? It doesn't have the Jeep. You know
No,
that.
I'm hung up on it because
You
I'm
put a
not,
plate
I'm not
on
saying
this.
this one. I love this vehicle. Like I love a Golden Eagle. I love a CJ7. My first vehicle was a white CJ7.
Let me stop you
Charlie
right
can
there.
put a tag on
You
it.
know that Jeep is currently owned by FCA, which is owned by a Chinese conglomerate, which
Yeah.
Not
probably
yet. No,
owns
no, no, no,
Mahindra.
not
Yeah.
completely. No.
Exactly.
Not
And I
completely?
understand how
Not,
it
not
goes,
yet.
too.
They're they're trying. I just
Oh,
read an
they're
article
trying.
on that.
Okay.
Jalopnik just posted a good
We're
article.
not, and the name wasn't like that in
I'm just saying,
1978.
you've got brand blinders on, dog.
Bro, and I will because this is a 1978 Jeep that makes sense to buy, and I'm not saying I'm going to spend $40K
so
on this Jeep.
for 15,
Dude, that
But
Jeep's
I
at
love
least
this is my
40K.
first off. This is my love.
Okay,
I
okay, yeah.
love
And it's
apples
easy
to
to
apples,
CJ7s.
apples
Easy
to
to-
apples. Could you find how nice of a CJ7 could you find for 16 grand?
Way
Real
more.
nice.
I would yes,
Yeah.
Real nice.
yes. Maybe not a Golden Eagle edition,
Right.
but a CJ7 for 16
No
grand.
rust. Modern.
Yeah, you could probably find a
engine.
pretty nice one, and it's a valid argument.
And that's
Yeah.
where I'm coming.
You could put a
to.
plate on, you could drive
Plate
it anywhere.
on.
Is it gonna have
It
a
makes
warranty?
sense. Doesn't who cares? It should have been a warranty.
People
on
that
this.
buy stuff new, man. I mean, I've never bought anything.
And that's
new,
what I'm
but-
saying. There
Yeah.
might be a market for it.
We
There
hear
might be-
about these people who want warranties.
There might be a
Like,
market for
I
it,
don't
but
know,
it's-
this
I don't
is a
think it's
weird
gonna be
thing to me.
huge one when you're
What is these
comparing it
warranties you
to
talk
Yeah.
about?
a Jeep or a side by side. Because when I'm thinking of side by side, I'm thinking I'm buying a small fucking buggy that's doing 75 miles an hour with a harness on it that's got a full roll cage. I'm not doing that. In the
You're not getting
Mahindra.
that
I'm not-
15 grand.
Dude, no. And 70
Two
miles an
seats.
hour in a side
Yes,
by side
you
would
could find
be terrifying.
You can find a very low hour used 2 or 4 seater, which you don't.
Razor, yeah.
Yes, I mean.
Yeah. They're all valid arguments, and that's the argument. So we'll see. I mean, time will tell
Yeah.
if these things
Either
sell.
way, despite I don't like certain points. The last one, I love everything about this one. I will always love everything about a CJ7. It's got a special place in my heart because it was the first vehicle, and I love all the additions they did. Whether it was Golden Eagle, the Levi's edition,
Yeah.
you know, all that
Is this
stuff.
a Levi's Golden Eagle? What's that badge above the Jeep logo?
worn. It's a worn
No,
sticker.
is it?
No, I
That's
think
like-
it's
no,
that's
that's like a
Levi.
Levi.
Is it
Uh-oh.
Levi Golden Eagle. Oh my
We just
God.
mixed
We just found the
denim
holy
with
grail.
golden. Yes.
Dude, and so all of a sudden
Holy
you're paying
shit.
$65K. This is obviously the Jeep auction house.
Yeah, I mean,
Look
yeah,
at this
it's not-
thing. What is that, a
We're
Model
using
T?
we're using it for the picture. But
All right,
yeah.
well,
That's a
next?
Toyota.
It's getting
That is-
long
all
on
right,
time.
all right.
Oh my God.
All right.
This is Stuber's love.
Dumb.
This is my hate.
And I see it.
I'm sticking my tradition of hating on bro trucks. This is everything
Classic
about this
bro
thing is
truck.
terrible. The rims are terrible. The width is terrible on the wheels.
It has a
the stretch.
coilover and dual remote
reservoir shocks
shocks.
for the 2 inches of up travel.
So it has 3
Dude, those speed
shocks
bumps are
per
hardcore
quarter.
on this thing.
It is, man. Like rolling into the truck show. Terrible traction
they
bars
trailer
probably
it.
are not
They
functional.
trailer that thing.
Powder coated leaf springs. Everything about this truck is horrible. As is every bro
Big
truck that I
functionless
post
tracking
pictures
bar,
of.
stretched wheels.
So this week I
Stretch
decided to
wheels.
basically do the same truck as my love and my hate. So this is my hate. This is
the
terrible.
same model truck.
Yeah, there's no
Nice.
every
All right, so
IFS
this is the hate.
sucks.
This is a bad idea.
Um,
Transitioning to love.
Yes.
We've got this thing.
So now the bling factor isn't there on this, but this is a properly. As soon as you see the stance of this truck, you're like, all right, this is a serious machine.
It's nice.
This is
a
a
good
solid.
I
This
give
is
you that right
WFO
away.
Concepts, who that I follow on Instagram. They've done one of our van installs. They're awesome. They build badass shit. Do a lot of solid axle swaps. This is a coilover linked. Like I think it's 2018. It's a brand new Duramax,
it's brand
and
new.
this is the stance in this thing is perfect. It's not overdone. It's a functional badass truck. Like this, any day of the week, give me that over the.
So this is
yeah,
a
yeah.
solid axle truck.
No doubt.
It's a Super Duty axle.
I was gonna
up
say
front,
it looks like they're running a radius arm with a
Yeah.
hinge on that lower link there.
They posted a lot more pictures on their Instagram. It's just I love it. It's
I
awesome.
like it.
That's,
Looks
that's my
badass.
love.
For sure,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's really nice.
Nice wheels. Yeah, it's clean.
Yeah,
All right, what else we got? Love, hate.
Oh,
Gus.
shit got real. Quick.
Does the front license plate say T sexy?
Oh,
Oh,
you know it. It's still sexy time.
and what's with the
I guess
is
it's a
this guy
TL.
going snowboarding
Dude,
today? or
yeah.
Yeah, he
I don't
goes
know if he's gonna
snowboarding.
make it to the mountain, dude.
But he's looking good. I'm telling you right now. He might not make it, but hey,
what? I mean, I'm
people
not
are
into
turning
this.
him.
I'm not into this car at all, but I think it's a nice car.
What I'm going for in the love department here is about the stands. I love the way that the car is sitting. It's aggressively low, yet it's not dragging in the floor. You still have a solid.
You
know,
think he's
3.5,
rolling
4
19s
inches.
in the rear, 18s in the front? To
It,
help the
it,
stance?
it,
Dude,
look the
that-
same.
The rear
They're probably a
camber
square setup, I
kills
mean.
me.
It
that car
doesn't.
bag,
It doesn't
maybe?
have that. I mean, I don't see a lot of negative camber, if any. It seems that it's really tucked in on the rear.
On the rear?
Yeah.
I
Are we in the
don't-
same car?
I don't know.
I can see that the outside of this tire is not touching the ground.
I think that's the
real?
sidewall, man. I don't know.
Dude.
And that's
dude.
why I question the 19 to.
I would like, this is a TL.
If
I
it's-
would really like
maybe
just
have a
a
little bit
lower
bigger tire
TL.
than
Like
If
a
it's
nice
bagged, then this is
18.
obviously it's.
If this isn't ride height, maybe, but I mean,
There's
and
no way it's ride
It
height.
doesn't look like he's on a public road, so maybe I guess he stopped and dumped the bags, but
Probably. Yeah, it's all right.
It's something that I love.
Yeah, you love a good stance.
I
Not
love a
super-
good
not-
stance.
It's not.
I tell you what I love.
Particularly
is
this
the-
car.
Yes.
It's
You
not,
just
it's
love a
not
good
about the
stance.
car, it's
Good
about the
stance.
look. I love when a
Yes.
wheel feels a wheel well perfectly.
Perfectly.
You know, and you're like, oh, that just looks
Do you
right.
think he's
Yeah.
got his wheel wells modded? I mean, are the
Probably
the
has
fenders-
Nah.
it
those
probably
aren't
has
mine.
roll fenders. You know, I don't think they're pulled. They don't look like it, but they definitely roll. I'm sure
Yeah.
because I feel like it's fitting all that tire and rim in
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So probably roll
I
fenders.
appreciate it.
Which is nice.
I love a good
Fun.
set of roof rack crossbars on a sedan. I mean, it's just like, oh, you got a
Who were
sedan,
kidding?
but I need to haul 2x4s.
Boom. There you,
You
go.
put them in the snowboard rack.
And next to the snowboard rack, you've got room for
yeah,
at
right.
least
That car's never seen a
7
2x4.
2x4s.
Yeah.
All right, move on.
All right, what do we got here? This
Poke.
is just the worst
That's,
example.
that's a hate right there. I mean, definitely.
We should have blurred out his license plate. Why do
Yeah.
people do
Blurred out
that?
license
Why do everybody blurs out license? Like
you
we all
gotta
have.
put your thumb over it.
Yeah, we all have access to like the DMV.
I mean,
Yeah.
you don't
Like,
know, you don't you don't
I'm
really
gonna come
know.
find you.
You don't know
How
what
much-
kind
wait,
we're
how
talking
much
about.
is gas there? Can anybody read what that says?
Yeah, 65 cents.
That's a pretty severe poke that I.
65 cents a liter.
I mean, they definitely went for the stretched
Oh,
tire,
God.
but still not enough to fit him in there,
I
unfortunately.
don't understand it.
How wide do you think those wheels are?
They're definitely the wrong offset. They might not be that wide,
got like,
but the offset on them
zero
is,
backspacing.
yeah, it's just
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
kind of
that.
bad.
The right height was right,
Yeah.
but the rim was
Yeah,
off
so
too.
he just needs to tuck in a little more.
Yeah.
I often look at cars that have rims like that, and I'm thinking, like, who did that? Like, who picked that? How do they figure out what fits and what doesn't?
Yeah, they just have a car and they're just like,
Because that
what?
could, I mean, it's a what, 2-door, 98 Civic?
Like,
if
I'm
he
paranoid. Like,
chose
so
it
my
like a-
Volvo project, I'm looking at all these different Volvos, thinking like, all right, what size tire are these guys fitting
Right.
without rubbing and issues? And it's hard to figure out. It's hard to figure it out. And this guy obviously doesn't give a fuck. 'Cause it's like
Ideally, we start with
it's like you can't even get your finger between the tire and the fender.
We gotta
It's
get
got to
a
be miserable to drive.
dude, yeah, he's constantly.
no
got
doubt.
those.
That's
I
the
mean,
noise it makes when a
yeah.
tire hits the fender for
Yeah,
sure.
it's terrible.
So what's a burn smell? Yeah,
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is
All
what
right,
speed
what do
bump.
we got? All right, this is my hate.
Illest.
These stamp
Illest.
stickers on the angle. Oh, it's so bad. And these
I
stickers
agree
are
100%.
particularly bad.
Hashtag clean.
We got hashtag clean. We got hashtag
40?
hella broke. Don't pull me over.
Hella broke, don't pull me over.
Hashtag 4 banging.
You know what else I hate is when they
Dude.
people put vertical stickers on the windshield.
Oh, vertical stickers on the windshield. So this is the same car, different sides of the back windshield. So he has a
Oh, same
pyramid
car.
of terrible
What's
stickers.
the one say? Illegal? Something illegal?
Illest, yeah. Illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Financial
I
mistake.
just
it's
look
like, dude.
illegal.
No fat
I
chicks.
just look
Well,
illegal.
and
Yeah.
so I pulled this
that
picture
what it
from a
says?
Facebook group.
Yeah.
And
If I put that
scrape.
You know what kind of car this is?
dude, if I throw that sticker
I
in my
was worried
car,
about that. It's got
with
like
my
a
accent,
moonroof that's pretty
You can't even have that sticker. It's
identifiable.
2018 right now.
I go straight to jail. I just look illegal, and then they hear me, they pull me over.
Yeah.
I'm done.
That's it.
It's like,
That's
it's
it. I don't
like
care if you got
the
a driver's
sticker
license
plus
or
the
what.
accent.
Yeah.
You coming
You're
with
the
us?
wrong person to see that one.
This is a
That's it.
foreign car. You're going to jail, guys. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's bad. I can't stand sideways or
Ugh.
crooked stickers.
And I tell you
Financial
what,
mistake.
I can tell you it's not hashtag clean.
Is there a
because
sticker
of
that
these
says that?
stickers.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, exactly. yeah.
I
And I
think
can
it's
tell you the
honest.
rest of this car
Is
is
there a hashtag
not
dumbass on
tastefully
there?
modded.
Oh, I
No.
guarantee
You
it's
know
not.
that it's not like that.
It's
in
PMY.
Yeah, I was about to say it's PMY, bro.
Yeah.
All right, well, so that's my hate. That sticker trend, especially with the vertical windshield sticker,
All right.
doesn't do it for me. And this is my love.
That is
Gold wheels on any Subaru. It could be one of those XV Crosstreks. You put gold wheels on it, and I'm like, all right.
Cool. I
you
love
got
gold
me.
wheels.
Gold wheels.
Right behind
we
me.
had Charlie's Golden Eagle had gold wheels on it.
true.
But we gotta get a. We're saving this for a future rant. But Gus has a special relationship with Subarus, and he has a certain opinion on these Subaru builds, and we're gonna get to that later.
Well, hold
in
it,
a
Gus,
later
'cause this is my
episode.
love. So,
So what
Hey.
what's your initial reaction to this car?
Hate it.
give us a one-word
right.
answer why you hate it. Just a tease.
Subaru.
All right.
All right, we'll get into that later. All right, cool. That's
I
it.
think that
We're
wraps us up.
we're over 40 minutes into episode 3. Thanks for watching. Again, give us a like.
Moonshine.
Like the page. We forgot the moonshine. Yeah, sorry.
Love it, hate it, share it.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Comment.
Yeah.
You know, give us some comments. Let us know if you think we're going on good things or you think we're douchebags. Whatever. Just like let us know.
Don't let us know about
Yeah, watch. Keep watching. We'll have another episode up in 2 weeks. Thanks for watching. Garrett Square Table on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. All right,
Yeah.
everyone have a good night.
Beautiful. Good
Cheers.
night, guys.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Excellent.
Salud. Ching ching.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have our.
You could pretend. I
beer girl.
pretended.
Lame, grandma.
Oh, did
Empty
you?
bottle,
man.
Charlie.
Here,
God
I would
dang
grab
it.
this one and been like,
Let's go. There you go.
Oh, you already went through your second? All right. I still see the red light. Probably you gonna kill it anytime soon?